Salma, sometimes I wonder what rights do I really have in a relationship?
That's such an important question, Dia. You have the right to respect, safety, and dignity. And these aren't just ideals, they are your legal rights.
Really? Even if I'm not married?
Yes, whether you're dating, married, living with someone, or even separated, the law offers you protection and support.
But even the idea of going to the police or the court feels scary.
I understand. Many of our laws are strong and progressive, recognizing different kinds of abuse. But in reality, navigating the system can feel slow, difficult, and often discouraging. That's why just knowing your rights is such an important first step. And when you're ready, support is available.
So, what actually counts as abuse?
Abuse isn't only physical. Under the Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act, it can also be sexual, emotional, verbal, or economic. For example, if your partner constantly insults, threatens, or humiliates you, if they control where you go or isolate you from your friends and family, if they deny your access to money or pressure you to have sex without consent.
Even in marriage?
Yes, even in marriage, forcing sex is abuse. Marital rape is not fully criminalized yet, but you are still protected against sexual abuse by a partner.
And what kind of protections are available?
You can apply for protection orders to stop an abusive partner from contacting you, residence orders to stay in your home, monetary relief for expenses or loss of income, custody of children, and compensation for emotional harm. These protections apply whether you're married, in a live in relationship, or separated.
What about things like dowry or property rights?
Demanding dowry is illegal and you can take legal action against it. Stridhan, the gifts you receive in marriage, like jewelry or cash, legally belong to you alone. And as a daughter, married or not, you have equal rights to your parents' property under the Hindu Succession Act.
And what if I'm pregnant?
You have the right to safe and legal abortion under the Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act, whether or not you're married.
And what if the abuse is online?
If a partner threatens you with private photos or messages or controls your social media, that's digital abuse. In practice, reporting these crimes isn't always easy, but saving evidence safely, like screenshots or recordings, is a strong first step. You can reach out to a cybercrime helpline, the police, or an NGO for support.
And if I decide I need help, where do I start?
Begin by reaching out to trusted people or services nearby, perhaps an NGO, neighbors, or friends. Legally, you can file a domestic incident report through a protection officer, police station, or service provider. You don't need a lawyer for this.
And what if I want to end the marriage?
That's your right too. You can file for divorce either by mutual consent or for legal reasons like cruelty or abandonment. A lawyer can guide you through the process.
But what if I can't afford legal help?
Every woman is entitled to free legal aid under the Legal Services Authority Act, no matter what her income is. But in practice, access to these services can be limited. That's why it helps to also connect with women's organizations or NGOs that can guide you to reliable legal support.
Thanks, Salma. Hearing all of this makes me feel stronger.
And you should. Remember, no matter your background, you have options, you have support, and you have the right to live with freedom, safety, and self respect.